What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel for the second video of the day. I really hope you're doing well. If you are, do me a favor, can you make sure that you're subscribed, your notifications are turned on, you're liking, you're hyping, all of that good stuff. And if you're listening to the audio version, just make sure that you are liking that for me as well, and that you are following either on Apple or on Spotify. So yeah, it's not the best of news, I suppose. It's a little bit frustrating. It's a little bit of a shame, but I mean, do you know what? Let's just jump into it. Don't think many of us had this on our bingo card, if we're honest. Karl Darlow leaving Leeds United, but to join Manchester United. So not Newcastle, not Wrexham, not a Championship side looking for experience, but Manchester United. If you'd have said that 12 months ago, people would have probably laughed you out of the room. But here we are. Within the last few hours, virtually every major journalist confirmed that the deal is done. Alex Crook, Laurie Whitwell, The Athletic, and finally, the man who almost always puts the full stop on a transfer, Fabrizio Romano. It's happening. So today, we're going to look at why Manchester United have made this move, why Karl Darlow actually did for Leeds. I was going to say why he decided to move, and I think we should get into that. So from the reports, everything really started when Laurie Whitwell of The Athletic broke the news. He reported that Manchester United were closing in on signing Karl Darlow on a free transfer. The reasoning was actually very straightforward. United wanted somebody experienced, somebody homegrown, somebody who understood English football, somebody comfortable sitting behind what they hope will become their long-term number one. Layman's, with Bayern Deer expected to leave Old Trafford, they wanted reliability rather than another expensive gamble. Then came Alex Crook. His message couldn't really have been much clearer. Karl Darlow to Manchester United is a done deal. No uncertainty, no negotiations, done. Then Fabrizio Romano delivered the famous words, "Here we go." Deal agreed. Medical and signature to follow. At that point, everyone knew Karl Darlow was swapping Ellen Road for Old Trafford. It's an unusual transfer because, let's be honest, we don't have the best relationship with Manchester United, and we don't actually do business together. The rivalry, as we all know, goes back decades. We genuinely hate each other. The supporters most definitely do. So when somebody crosses that divide, it always feels bigger than an already transfer. Now, it's not Eric Cantona, it's not Rio Ferdinand, it's not Alan Smith. Karl Darlow isn't leaving Leeds as, you know, a long-term legend of the club. He's leaving as an experienced squad player whose contract has expired. And on the face of it, that context does matter. This isn't Manchester United stealing one of our stars. It's them recognising that they need somebody dependable. Credit where it's due, Darlow has been an excellent professional. When Leeds signed him from Newcastle, he knew exactly what his role was. He wasn't promised the gloves. He wasn't promised to start every week. He had to wait. He worked. He stayed patient. Then whenever Farke needed him, he stepped in. No drama, no complaints, just professionalism. Those are exactly the sort of players managers absolutely love having around the dressing room. Manchester wanted him purely because of the fact that you need somebody dependable. Darlow ticks every box. He's got the experience. He's got leadership. He's got homegrown status. He's an excellent professional. We've talked about that. He's happy to support the younger goalkeepers. That seems to be exactly what Manchester United wanted, especially with Champions League football returning. They're going to need depth. They're going to need reliability, and Karl Darlow gives them that. So for us, what does it mean? From a Leeds perspective, this doesn't weaken us dramatically. However, it does heighten the absolute certainty that we now have two goalkeeper gaps to fill. If we are looking at moving Perry on, and now that it's bar it being signed with Darlow leaving, we need to fill those gaps. We know that there are ongoing links with Zion Suzuki. Meslier is now dead and done in the water because he's now over at Arsenal. He's gone to sign to be third choice or second choice or whatever choice he wants to be. So it does mean that we've lost an experienced voice from the dressing room. That can't be underestimated. Young squads still need experience professionals. Darlow, as we all know, he absolutely provided that. He was probably one of the leadership team as well. So us as fans, can we be disappointed? Here's the things where you aren't. It's a strange one because, yes, we can. We absolutely can be disappointed. And it's not just because he is a keeper that had played fantastically well at the back end of the season. It's the fact that we put an improved offer to him. Him and his team have turned down that offer, and he's chosen to go to Manchester for the foreseeable. That's what we can be upset about more than anything. We can be upset about the fact that that now puts the goalkeeping department under so much more pressure than what it was before, and it can make it, a lot harder than what it was before. So we have to face it. Darlow's Leeds career has officially come to an end. We knew he was out of contract. Like I said, it wasn't filled with hundreds and hundreds of appearances. It wasn't full of headlines every single week. But he was exactly what every successful squad needs. Reliable, professional, patient, ready when called upon. Like we said, that's the qualities that certain other clubs are going to be interested in. And judging by the reports from Whitwell, The Athletic, Alex Crook and Romano, they all believe that Darlow is exactly the experienced goalkeeper that Manchester need. From a Leeds perspective, it's another chapter closed during what has already been an incredibly busy summer. The recruitment team now has one more position to think about. And while all eyes continue to focus on the bigger goalkeeper story surrounding Leeds United, it's just now become, in my opinion, a hell of a lot more difficult than what it was previously. It's a real shame. It is a real shame. And like I said, you can't... We're all probably in a little bit of a shock. We'd heard the reports before that Manchester United were looking at him. We were all like, well, he's not going to go there. He's clearly not going to go there. And it's a shame because I think we all fall victim to judging players by the standards that we have as fans. And obviously going across the Pennines is something that you just don't do because it ruins the memory of what you created. Darlow had when he came into cover for Perry, he had a fantastic end to the season. A really, really good, from the moment that he came in towards the end of the season, he was absolutely brilliant. We all thought that he was going to be given another extension. Reports were told that he was going to sign on to that extension and everything was going to be fine. Turns out that's not the case. And, we were thinking that we weren't going to have to worry about Manchester, but it turns out that we did have to worry about Manchester because that's where he's going. And that now makes the situation, the goalkeeping situation for us, a hell of a lot more complex. So we are where we are. We go from joy in one video to annoyance and disappointment in another one, but it wouldn't be Leeds United if that wasn't the case. Just going to do it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Like the video if you've enjoyed it. Give me your comments down below. Take care of each other. Most importantly, take care of yourself. I'm actually quite disappointed about this one. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.